Ron Wilstein and his team for the past 26 years have been outselling all Park City realtors and Deer Valley realtors and their real estate teams. The average Park City agent last year sold 3 properties. The Wilstein team sold 51 properties. Hi, I'm Ron Wilstein, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I'm going to share with you how we get these sorts of results and how this may be of assistance to you if your goal is to sell your property. This sort of ratio here amounts to the fact that we sell 17 properties for every one the average Park City realtor sells. We sell 1 property every 7 days. So we're very good at what we do, and we've developed it almost to a science that we're able to accomplish the goals of our clients, get their properties sold in the time frame they're interested in, and for the highest possible price. But let me begin by sharing with you a little bit about myself. I've been living in Park City for the last 27 years, and during that time I've devoted all my attention to selling Park City and Deer Valley real estate. I'm a founding member of the Institute of Marketing Luxury Properties, a national organization, and I'm founder of the Keller Williams Luxury Properties Worldwide Collaboration here in Park City. My proudest accomplishment, however, is I'm creator of the Force Multiplier Marketing Plan. Now, why a Force Multiplier Marketing Plan? Well, it actually began about 24 years ago when I was on a listing appointment, and at the conclusion of my presentation, the gentleman across the table said, "You know, Ron, what you shared was all very interesting. However, why should I choose you versus any other choice I have out there? After all, there's lots of real estate agents in Park City." And it was a great question, and while I don't remember exactly what I said at that appointment, what I clearly remember is walking away from that home and asking myself, how do I best answer that question? It was a great question, but I was ill prepared for it. So I began to think about it, and what I decided to do is to contact the top real estate agents around the country. Now, these are agents who on average sell 1 property a day every day. At the very height of the market a number of years ago, they were selling 2 properties a day every day. So they have the best teams, they have the best technology, they have the best know-how, they have the best customer service, all these things, and they were willing to share them with me because I was the guy from Park City. I was no real competition for them, and so I learned a lot from them, and I could decide what works best in the Park City market. From that, I created the Force Multiplier Marketing System. I wanted to offer sellers the most powerful, proven marketing system available to not only sell their properties, but to get them the highest possible price that today's buyers would pay for their properties. That's where I came up with the Force Multiplier Marketing System. Now, Force Multiplier is actually a military term, and it's used to describe the warfare strategy of attacking an enemy through multiple methods, carefully coordinated together to have a devastating impact. So when one country, for instance, attacks another country, and they pull their resources of intelligence, special forces, attacking by land, by sea, by air, all of these elements and more, they will have a greater impact than if they just use 1 or 2 of them. That's a force multiplier. What I've done is I've gathered 8 elements that are proven strategies to help sell Park City's properties. And over the years, these have changed. As technology has improved, as some systems work better than others, I adapt it because I'm always looking for the best methods to put together into a force multiplier. That's what I've come up with here. Let me share with you about them. The first one is internet marketing, and the internet is so important today. 94% of all buyers go to the internet first to search for properties. So you've got to be there. Then it's important because the multiple listing service is used to expose properties to realtors, that I decided I wanted to double the MOS exposure. Now, the way I did that is, of course, I listed and marketed properties on the Park City multiple listing service, and that's what you'd expect from any Park City agent. But I didn't stop there. I realized that if I throw out a bigger net and I can attract buyers who are working with Salt Lake agents, I can do a better service to my client. And so I also listed properties on the Wasatch Front multiple listing service. Bigger net, greater exposure, greater effectiveness at selling properties. The third element is my 24-hour instant property information. I learned from these top agents around the country that Buyers wanted information about properties fast, 24 hours a day, and they did not want to talk to an agent. So contrary to what we're taught in real estate school, play a little bit of a cat and mouse game where they ask for information and you give it up if they give them your name or the address of the property if they give you their address, and it's not what buyers really want. These top agents said give them the information 24 hours a day and they would be very happy, and let them know they don't have to talk to you until they're ready to. So what I did is I began to do that. I incorporated this idea of having information available 24/7 without them needing to talk to a salesperson. And I used yard signs to do this. I used property brochures. I used my Park City Link newsletter. I used websites. I used direct response marketing through postcards. I used a vast collection of proven strategies so that people could get information about property 24 hours a day. I also sent information directly to their cell phones. As cell phones became smarter, it was easier for me to show them where the property was located, give them details, let them even from their cell phone push a button and arrange an appointment to see the property. Fourth element is Park City newsletters. You may have received these. They call them Park City Link, and I send them out approximately quarterly. They give you an update on everything that's happening in the Park City real estate market, and my buyer agents write an article about what buyers are interested in. We provide good statistics. We want you to be educated. We want you to be a informed consumer when it comes to selling your property. The fifth element is the Keller Williams or KW Luxury Properties Worldwide Collaboration, which, as I shared in my introduction, I was the founder of. We collaborate with a select group of brokers worldwide who sell luxury properties on a daily basis. We pull in their clients rather than just waiting for someone to stroll into Park City. We want to bring them in, and through this collaboration we're able to do it. Our Park City luxury experts will assist in the sale of properties by touring it before it goes on the market and making suggestions to help it sell. We also collaborate on price recommendations from these experts to help you decide on the right list price. They also contact their buyers because they get first dibs or first peeks at these new properties coming on the market, and that gives them a motivation to talk to their clients and try to get them in right away or get them to fly in if they live elsewhere to see the property. The sixth element is my buyer specialist, and this is very important. I have three buyer specialists, Jeremy Wilstein, my son, Kathy Litsky, and Dean DeLeon, and together they follow up on all of our inquiries that we get through our marketing. When you're marketing as effectively as we are and get as many contacts and inquiries as we do, we need to have people following up with them. The three of them do that, and they do it very efficiently. Of course, they want to help find the right match for these buyers, and they love to sell our own listings. With that in mind, let me just share with you that we have two seller consultants, myself and Doug Olmstead, and we specialize in assisting sellers on the marketing and the negotiation side. So together, these are the real estate agents on our team. Seventh, we have the real estate webinars, and in effect, that's what you're watching with this video. We do webinars on a variety of subjects. Every single month, we present our Park City Market Talk webinar, where we provide statistics for buyers and sellers on what's happening with the market, let people know what's selling, what's not, what prices are happening. We have a webinar on how to price your property to sell. We have neighborhood webinars where we speak specifically to a neighborhood and what's happening there, always providing good information to assist people. Finally, number 8 is we have 3 buyer search websites, and these websites are BuyParkCity.com, ViewParkCityHomes.com, and ViewParkCityRealEstate.com. The reason we have 3 ways to reach people is we realize that some people are attracted to one method over against another, and we again wanted to put out a bigger net. All 3 of these websites are interactive, so people can get information on properties, and they can request information or show them very easily. In addition, we have buyer blogs and newsletters and webinars specifically to reach out to buyers. The more buyers we have, the easier it is to sell our listed properties. So, does it work? Well, we sell 17 properties for every one that the average agent sells, so it works quite well. Our whole team consists of those who I introduced to you either as buyer consultants or seller consultants. And then there's also Jennifer Lee and Lynette Thorne, who have been with me 15 to 20 years, assisting in our system. They're very, very customer oriented, and whether they're working on marketing or transaction coordination, they're a huge addition to our team. I've written this magazine called Smart Seller, and if you're interested in a free copy, just send me an email, ron@thewilsteinteam.com. It will provide you with a more detailed explanation regarding my Force Multiplier marketing system, and they'll provide some other topics that are important to discuss if you're considering selling your property. I want to take just a moment as I wrap up to show you how you can get automatic notifications whenever a property comes on the market in your neighborhood or condominium project. Let me just take you to our primary website, which is BuyParkCity.com. Here we are on the home page, and you can, of course, search for properties here. But what I want to point out to you is if you want to know what's happening in your neighborhood and you don't want to just randomly go to the website, we've designed it so that you can actually set up a search criteria, and the website will reach out to you whenever a property comes on the market to match that. All you have to do is take your cursor and go to the search by subdivision tag here. The pull-down menu will give you a choice of some major locations in the Park City Multiple Listing Service, or in this blank you can simply type in your condominium name or your neighborhood. I'm just going to slide down here to Pinebrook as an example and click on it. And as I do, what this will do is take you directly to our page on Pinebrook Real Estate. Here when we have a current webinar specifically on Pinebrook, you can watch it. You can request sales information anytime you want on homes or on condominiums. But if you go to this site, simply scroll down a little bit, it automatically brings up properties that are for sale in Pinebrook. You can simply save this location, and anytime a new property comes on the market, if you want it to, you'll get an email telling you about the property, and you can go, that's great, or you can save it if it's of interest to you, or you can delete it. Let me show you real quickly what you'd see. I'll just take a look at this first one. Click on the window here of the property, and it will open up the property, and here we are looking at the property, and we see the basic details: the price, the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, the size. And the pictures start scrolling so you can get an idea of what the outside and the inside of the property looks like. Of course, if you're interested in more details on the property, you can inquire about it or request a showing or add it to a list of favorites. There's additional information lower down that will help you get an idea about the property, and again, you can ask for a showing or for additional information on the property. This is helpful because you can learn a lot about properties here through how we market. If you choose the bird's eye tab here, you'll see an overhead view of the property, and what you'll turn up getting here is you can see what's around the property, specifically in that neighborhood. Get it from a couple different angles here, and you have the ability to kind of move the screen a little bit and see exactly what your neighborhood looks like there. So that's helpful, and there's other vantage points that we offer on this as well. My point is that you can go here at any time and get this information. If you want it sent to you automatically so you don't have to be reminded to go here and think about it, you would go up to the upper right hand corner where it says log out. I'm just logged in, so it's giving me that choice. You log in or you sign up, and once you sign up, you get access to a favorites and dashboard list. And if you do that, you can keep track of the information you want, any save searches, how you get notified, how often you get notified. Totally have control here. The beauty of it is no one's ever going to call you and bug you about it. You'll get information when you want it, and when you're ready to talk to us about anything, then you reach out and contact us. So with that in mind, if you're interested in selling your property, let's talk. Happy to provide you with a free property value assessment. Simply go to thewilsteinteam.com/property value. You'll have a quick form to fill out. It'll take you less than a minute, and I will reach out to you, contact you, and arrange to see the property and let you know what your property is worth. No cost, no obligation, just good information for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to pick up the phone. I can be reached at 800-535-0151 or at my email address, ron@thewilsteinteam.com. As I wrap up, let me just share with you, I'll stop talking here, share with you some reasons why people have chosen to use us, and perhaps they will strike a chord with you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar. If you have any questions whatsoever, please contact me, and I look forward to talking to you. Bye-bye.